Hello friends, Assalamualaikum. Welcome to my channel. I'm your designing developer. Like in the previous videos, we have covered up many of the things using Java and Android Studio, and I hope you understand that all things. So today in this video, I will be telling you that what is Android Seekbar and its method, and I will be giving you information about it, and I will be showing you that how you can use Android Seekbar and its method, and what is the way to use this in Android Studio. Like we have just done many of the graphical things using Android Studio in the previous video. So today this is also a graphic thing which we are doing in Android Studio, which is called Android Seekbar and its method. I will be telling you how to use its method, and using Seekbar we will be just building this. So I hope you'll be understanding this project of Android Seekbar and its method. So if you understand this and if you enjoy this video, remember to hit a like, and if you are new on the channel, hit the subscribe button. And after subscribing, hit notification bell as well, so more people can learn, they can understand about these things, and I'll be uploading more videos like that. And I hope that will be really helpful for you. So now we'll be starting with our video, and basically we'll be seeing that how we are just building this project from start, and what are the things we will be using in this project from start. So just like I'm telling you that today we will be working on Android Seekbar and its method. So now we'll be starting with our video, and basically we'll be seeing that what is Android Seekbar and its method. So basically for using Android Seekbar and its method, we have to directly move on to the design of it. So I will be moving on to the design, and we were working on data handling in the previous video, and I'm telling you about that. So for using Android Seekbar and its method, first of all you have to download the SDK components of your emulator which you are getting in Android Studio. So for downloading the SDK modules or components, you can say, to download that you can just move on to this SDK component system. From here you can download all the SDK tools. You can see here you have to move to Android SDK. After moving to Android SDK, here you will be getting some of the options. So I'm getting the options with the down menu arrow. So if you're not having these all options like this, so you have to press this arrow and you have to move on to this. First of all, you have to download this Android API 33 version, which I have downloaded here, and you have to download its SDK platform 33, not these all sources or these all Android TV, not these all things. Just you have to download this Android SDK platform 33. After downloading this, you have to move to Android API 32, and from here you have to download Android SDK platform 32 as well, like you have downloaded 33 at the top. Then after downloading this, you have to move to the Android 12s, and from here you have to download Android SDK platform 31 plus and source for Android 31, and you have to also download this Intel x86-64. It is really important to download because it tells the Android Studio what bit version you are using in your system. Like some people are using 32-bit system and some people are using 64-bit. So I am using 64-bit. Because of that I am downloading this. If you are using 32-bit operating system in your PC or laptop, so you can use the 32-bit version as well. So these are the Google APIs, and you have to download this as well. And I downloaded the 64-bit because my system is 64-bit. If you are having 32-bit system, so here you will be getting 32, not 64. After downloading this, you have to directly move down, and from here you can also download these things, but these are not important things. So I think that these are enough to download. And after downloading this, you have to move to the SDK tools, and you have to download some of the basic SDK tools to use your emulator and to create your emulator. So for using, you have to download this 33.0.1, which is really important. Then this 31.0.0 and this 30.0.3. These three versions are really important to download. So you have to download these three. After downloading this, you can just download some of the other versions as well, but you have to download this Android SDK platform tools here, and you can also download Android emulator. You can update it as well. I've not updated it to the newer version because I'm using the older version. But if you want to update, or if you want to just make it in the latest version, so you can just update it as well. But I have not updated because it does provide all the things which I need, so I don't need to upgrade it. So you can also update if you want to, and if you want to see what are the new things available in the new update here. So just you have to download these all the basic three versions which I've telling you, and the Android platform SDK tools in the down, and these are the SDK tools to download. And when you just download this, you have to directly move to this thing here. From here you can create your own emulator. So I have created one emulator, you can see. So I will be deleting this emulator because now I will be not needing this. This was the previous emulator which I have created, where I was just building the application using React Native, but I have just created, so I will be not needing it again. And when you have to create one emulator using Android Seekbar and its method, so you have to move to the create device. When you have downloaded this SDK component, then you have to move to the create device. Remember one thing, if you have not install the components which I have telling you in this video. So you have to install that, because if you have not installed in creating device, so it will be giving you error in your device will be not creating. Remember to create, remember to install that all SDK components which I have telling you, then you can move on to create your device. Then you have to press this create device after you have installed all the SDK components, and then you have to just select one mobile from here. So we have to select Pixel XL because it supports that all the SDK component which I'm telling you to download. If you choose any other mobile, so it will be not supporting you that SDK component which I have given you. Like if I select Pixel 5 and press next, so you can see this, it is telling me to download these all stuff. But if you select any other mobile here, like if I select this Pixel XL and if I move forward, so you can see nothing is coming, means my S has been installed. S means SDK component which has been installed. You can also use some of the other components like API 34, API 33, SV2, R, Q, Pi, Oreo, Nougat, and you can download Marshmallow as well if you want to use that. But I think that S is the required version which we are getting here for Android 12. So I will be using it with the Google API. So you can just use this S version. So you have to download all the SDK component which I'm telling you. Then you can use this S version here. If you have not downloaded that SDK component, so you have to download these all system image. Yes, we have to download these all system images here. If you are having 32-bit, you will be getting 32 written here. These are some of the 86 images as well. And if you download other images for using the latest version, you can download from other images from here like this. But I'm using the recommended one, so I don't need to download any other. So you have to press this, which you have, which is already downloaded in your system. Then you have to press next. After pressing next, it will be asking you to give the AVD name. So you can just give any of the AVD name if you want to. If you want to get, like if I select one name, you can also write any of the random name, or you can also give the same mobile name like which was written previously. But I will be giving some other name, like I will be writing Android Seekbar like this. You can see now I've just given it the name as Android Seekbar. You can change the mobile from here if you want to change again, and you can also change the version as well. And if you want the mobile in landscape, you can press landscape. If you want in portrait, you can press portrait here. I will be pressing portrait because I want a portrait. Then you can just select the graphics from here, like you want in hardware, software, or you want in automatic. So I'll be pressing automatic, so it will be giving me the automatic version here. After pressing this, you have to now see the show advanced setting. If you want to see advanced setting here, you can just see this. So here, after seeing the advanced setting, and if you are just comfortable with that, then you can press finish. So your emulator will be created. Press finish here, and you can see now your emulator has been created on your disk. So remember that your disk will be having too much space, because this emulator take too much space on device, and it can hang your PC as well if you are having low. You can say if you are having low version of PC, and if you are having low graphic card on your PC or low space on your PC, so it will be giving you some errors, and your emulator will be just not running, giving you errors. So remember that you should be having a too much space on your disk. Like if I show you my disk here, so I'm not getting too much space, like 11.5 GB I am having, but I can run it because it is too much space. You should be having 11 to 12 GB in your disk, then you can run. You can also run it in any other disk if you're not having space in your local disk C. Like there are many disks, but I am using on local disk C Android Studio. Because of that, it is running my this emulator on local disk C. So here there are many of the other choices. You can use any other disk as well, but I am using local disk C here because it is my default disk, and here I have downloaded my Android Studio. So now for running it, you can just directly run from here, or if you don't want to run from here, you can directly run by pressing this run app. Press this. So it will be taking some time to run your emulator. It will be giving you the option like starting AVD down, and you can see now it is connecting to the emulator, and you can see it is giving me all the options of the emulator, and it is creating my emulator. Just saying me connecting to the emulator. So using Android Seekbar and its method, we have created our first emulator here, and you can now use this emulator to build apps, and you can also use this emulator with React Native to build many of the apps using Android and iOS. You can also use this emulator to use as your own mobile. Like if I show you here, it is just taking some time to open. Then after it opens, you can just use it as a simple mobile as well. If I show you, these are all the methods to take pictures. These are all the methods to just take all the things. So it gives some error here. So nothing happens. Just you have to press this option here, and then it will be taking some time to just download. You can see it is taking some loading here. and after it takes load, so you can just now open this here, and it will be giving you some options in your device like how to use this and what are the things required. You can see now it is saying the pixel is starting. So you can see now our mobile has been started. You can use it as well. You can see like I am using, you can use the Google Chrome or any other application here. You can use it as your application mobile or any other thing. Like you can also use Play Store in this mobile. If I show you, there are many applications available. You can see like if you want to use Play Store here, you can just use the Play Store as well. You can use the Google Chrome. You can see like we are getting YouTube is also here. You can use YouTube as well. Like this, we are getting all the things in this system. So you can see here I've just given you some example of this, like how you can use this emulator like this. So here net is not available, because of that it will be not working. You can see this. So here like this, we have created one emulator using Android Seekbar and its method, and I hope you understand how we have created this. So if you have understand this video of Android Seekbar and its method, how to create one Android phone and how to work with this, so remember to hit a like to this video, and if you're new on this channel, hit the subscribe button, and after subscribing, hit notification bell as well, so more people can learn and they can understand how we can also create our own emulator in our system and how we can work with this. So just I'll meet you in the next project with more amazing things and more amazing videos. So for today, goodbye.